I was home for 72 hours, just about, and then made my way back to the airport. This time, a different airport. I left from Hobby for WGI Color Guard, and now I'm at Bush International Airport for WGI Percussion. I'm so excited to go and spend the week with Mystique and Piper, get to watch Avery just absolutely kill it, and cherry on top, get to see all of Dawn's groups as well. So come with me. We're headed from Houston to Chicago. I caught a quick episode of The Residents, which is wonderful, on Netflix if you haven't watched it yet, and then landed in Chicago. Tried to grab some dinner. Oddly enough, a lot of the restaurants were either closed or were sold out of food, which I thought was so strange. But I did finally track down a salad and then made my way to my gate. An odd fact is that I have been coming to WGI since the early 90s, and this was the very first time that I had ever flown into the Dayton airport. I've always done Cincinnati or Columbus, Indy, but never Dayton until today.
Look who it is! It's my baby girl! Hi, Piper! Hello. Yay! She made it, and they didn't lose her luggage. Thank goodness. Are you tired? Yeah, me too. I'm ready to go to sleep. Same.
We got a great night's sleep back at the Airbnb and got up early the next morning and made our way to Mystique. After a few hours with Mystique, Piper and I loaded up in the car and headed to Dayton Arena. Percussion Independent World Prelims was happening, and we got to catch up with some friends, watch some amazing groups, and then just kind of relax and be spectators for a little bit before Mystique pulled into the lot. They went on last of the night. It was freezing cold.
I want what I want. I want what I want. I want what I want. What I am just a worthless liar.
After another good night's sleep, we headed back the next day to go see Mystique again. We're now on Friday morning. A very interesting rehearsal situation here. It was an auditorium that opened into a full-size gymnasium. I can honestly say I've never seen anything like this in my life, but the sound in that auditorium was amazing. It was so good, so interesting, but actually really nice. Let me give you a little better look at the auditorium, gymnatorium. I'm not sure what you would call it.
The weirdest auditory gymnasium.
Hello. So it is Piper and I, obviously, and we're gonna wrap up last night. We're here at semifinals now, but we didn't do a wrap up last night, mainly because we were frozen.
Late.
It was late.
Cold.
It was, yeah, and that's kind of was the whole theme of last night. Late, frozen, cold, but it wasn't raining, so that was good. That was good. All right, there's Tim Fairbanks. There's Jody Fairbanks. We love the Fairbanks. Okay, so Piper, thoughts on prelims?
It was good. They had a good run. Mystique did.
They did.
They just performed at 10:51, so it was late and dark and cold. But it was good.
Yeah, it was a really good run. The lot was the coldest experience of my life, for sure. Their poor hands. I don't know how in the world they were playing.
I don't know either.
But they did. They did a great job.
It was good. Yeah, they were locked in.
They did. And because we were last, we got to have pictures on the floor of UD under the World Championship sign. So I'm sure I'll put some of those right here.
Yeah.
And then we saw Rhythmic Force. My husband does Rhythmic Force, their program coordinator, so we saw them, really liked them. Their dancers were
so good.
Amazing.
So good.
So good. And we saw Pulse. I loved
that
Pulse.
show.
Loved
So
Pulse.
good.
So good. We saw them, and then we saw Matrix, which I also loved. It was a beautiful show.
Yeah, it was really pretty.
They got a massive penalty.
Had a bunch of sand everywhere.
I knew as soon as that first bucket of sand came out, I sounded really hick. As soon as that first bucket of sand came out, we're all so a little delirious. What I meant to say was when the first bucket of sand came out, I knew it was not going to end well, and it did not.
The show was beautiful.
Oh, it was gorgeous.
Sand, not a smart idea.
No, they
looked
had
pretty.
Vacuum cleaners and dust busters and all the things trying to get that stuff up. They got
It was like 3.4, I think.
Yeah, it was
Penalty?
3.5 point penalty.
Yeah.
I think it cost them a couple of places.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be anxious to see if they modify that today. But it was really pretty.
Yeah,
So,
it was.
okay, and then we're going to go in for semis in a second. But we have our seat warmers on. It's 43 degrees. It probably feels like 12.
Yeah.
It's so cold.
It's windy. If it wasn't windy, it wouldn't be as bad.
That is true.
But it's very windy.
That is true. So, all right. So we'll see you inside.
Please welcome from Austin, Texas, Rhythmic Force Percussion.
Again today, it was really cold, and so the staff of Mystique made the decision that they would warm up inside the tent. We hated to lose the lot. So many kids and fans come out, but just for the best of the members, we needed to be inside. I had a front row seat for the semifinals performance. I got to sit right in front of Avery, just kind of as luck had it, not even planned, and it was the best seat in the house. We ended the night with our friends from RCC and then headed back to Mystique rehearsal.
Energize the singles, sticking at the paradiddle, leading to those singles, and we'll be good to go.
Welcome to Saturday morning. It's finals day at Mystique. We got up early and got to the rehearsal site in time for stretch. Stretch is pretty special to me because I used to be in charge of all of the movement at Mystique. And so it makes my heart happy to see that some things and traditions still hold true, like Lupton Jacks. My kids have been doing stretch with Mystique and Lupton Jacks literally since the day they were born. After a great warm-up session, it was time to split into subs for a little while, and we got to hear some beautiful Mystique lot tunes. If you are not familiar with the Mystique front ensemble lot tunes, you are missing out. You need to go back and search. They change year to year, and they are always just chef's kiss. We made it to the lot just in time to watch Clearbrook walk in. Piper and I decided that we would go around to the front and go in with the regular spectators and not through the back with Clearbrook so that we could get a better look and see this program for the first time in person all year.
Performing their 2025 program, Worlds Apart, WGI's For the Arts is proud to present Clearbrook High School.
After Clearbrook, we headed back out to the lot for finals. The Mystique members were pretty adamant that they wanted to do a finals lot. I think that was a great decision. It was packed. Heading down the tunnel for the last time on finals night is kind of bittersweet. It's that last push down that you know that is pretty much the signal for the end of your season. On the way back up, you'll be officially done.
Look at this crowd. That's awesome.
I am just a worthless liar. I am just an imbecile. I will only complicate you. Trust in me and fall as well. I will find a center in you. I will chew it up and leave. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me.
Please welcome Arcadia High School and Music City Mystique. Arcadia High School from Arcadia, California, under the direction of Kevin Sherrill. This is their 20th year as a world-class finalist. Music City Mystique is from Nashville, Tennessee, under the direction of Josh Nelson. Music City Mystique has been a world-class finalist an incredible 29 times.
And with that, the 2025 WGI Percussion season comes to an end, and what a great season it was. We slept in a little bit on Sunday morning, got up, packed the car, and headed back to UD Arena. This was my first time to ever see WGI wins in person, and it was absolutely fantastic. Dawn's flight left in the early afternoon, but Piper and I didn't have a flight until the early evening, so we got to watch the entire segment of Wins Finals, and it was very impressive. After nearly 2 weeks out of school, homework could not wait anymore. You all know how I love my TSA pre-check and clear, and just FYI for the future, the Dayton airport does not have clear. The security lines were really short, so we just took the last couple of hours together to get something to eat and just reflect and talk.
Your vlog's almost over for this weekend, Pipes.
My flight went from Dayton to Chicago and then Chicago to Houston. Piper's went from Dayton to Washington, D.C., Washington, D.C. to Birmingham. But when I was in the air going to Chicago, there was a ground stop in Washington, D.C. that caused a major delay that was going to cause Piper to miss her connection. So thankfully, Dawn had just landed in Houston and he was to the rescue. I made it home a little after midnight. For Piper, it was almost 2 a.m., but it was still such a great week. And we had the best time. Congratulations to everyone on a wonderful season.